It used to be the composer was God. You said, it was absolutely everything. You told everybody what to do all the time. And that's been changing in the 21st century, because there's more. It's kind of like you build a piece together. I think the fun thing was when we had the workshop in October, and they were coming up to me, going, "Hey man, try this. If you do this, and this little thing will go all through the choir, and it'll be really cool. And what about foghorns?" And of course, I'm still very stubborn, and I know what I want. But it's wonderful to be able to do that, because often they bring things to your piece that you didn't foresee. I think more and more composers are doing that. So often you write for people. It's rarely you think I'm just going to write for a choir. You write for this choir, that choir. In my case, it was Luminous Voices. Working with Tim is such a gift, because every time I suggest an idea or whatever, he never dismisses it. He might not agree with it sometimes, but he listens, and we have a real understanding that we're building something together. First of all, just getting to talk with Tim about music and life, and just, we found that we were on the same wavelength with so many things. Tim doesn't have to wear the maestro hat. Everybody respects him because that's what he is, right? And so there was a real brotherhood, and Tim's positiveness has spread through the choir, right? So there's this amazing, people work so hard to get it right, and that doesn't happen very often. And so it's very special. If I'm commissioned to write a piece of music, or I'm going to write it doesn't matter what instrument it is, I always try and find something that maybe they haven't done before. Some sort of what we call extended techniques, outside of the norm. Like there's some of what they're playing in this piece, they wouldn't play it in an orchestra, you wouldn't hear that. Like these wind sounds and harmonics and these kind of slightly weird things. And then there are some moments in this piece where the flutes are playing these techniques, and the choir are doing these things, and you actually don't know where it's coming from. It kind of creates another entity. You get the choir and you get the flutes, and then it creates something else, which is totally different, but comes out of the two of them. Music is not so much about time, but it's about space. It goes from point A to point B, but that's not the purpose. It's like, was it T.S. Eliot, the past is the future and the future is the past. They're inverted. That's what we can do with music, because even historically, music doesn't get better with age. It's not like science where we keep developing and it gets better and better and better, right? I mean, a piece of music that was written 1,500 years ago can be far more brilliant than something that was written yesterday, right? So it doesn't really go this way. It's timeless, it's out of time. As a God is out of time. Today was very special for me because this piece is very close to my heart for all kinds of reasons, and this is about my own story this year. And I went through some very difficult things in a good kind of way. I felt as I was just watching people come into the hall, that just getting ready to share it with these people, right? And just saying, I'm hoping that some of them will actually be touched by this in a way that I think I haven't done before. And as I get older, I'm not ancient, but I'm getting on in years, that I just cherish every moment I have. Like a good moment like this is just appreciate it for what it is in this time. So it's not even about music. It's just about life, and it's about love. All this stuff is about love.